Sometimes, when the rain falls against these palace windows, I still become that little girl. Do you remember that storm? I do. The wind cried louder than the chapel bells. The candles trembled, the servants whispered, even the walls seemed afraid. My mother held my hand so tightly that I asked her why she looked so pale. She smiled, but her smile was breaking. My father stood beside the window, watching shadows gather at the gates. He told me, stay close tonight. I didn't know it would be the last order he would ever give me. Then you opened the gates, not to friends, not to allies, but to wolves dressed as loyal men. The halls that once echoed with music filled with frightened footsteps. The portraits watched in silence, the chandelier shook, and somewhere beyond the doors someone screamed. I asked my mother, why are they crying? She knelt before me, her hands were shaking. She tucked a loose strand of hair behind my ear, just as she always had. Then she whispered, close your eyes, my darling. But I didn't, because you cannot ask a child to close her eyes when her whole world is falling apart. You tore through our home like a winter that never ended. I watched my father draw his sword, not because he wanted war, but because he wanted me to live. He looked back only once, just once, long enough to smile, the same smile he wore when he placed his crown upon my head, the same smile that promised everything would be alright. It was the last time I ever saw him. My mother wrapped her arms around me, I could feel her heart beat fast, afraid. She kissed my forehead, she wiped away my tears, then she said, listen to me, Anne. No matter what happens, do not stop living. Promise me. I tried to answer, but my voice wouldn't come before I could say, I promise. You took her away from me, and the warmth of her embrace never returned. So tell me, did you hear me crying? Did you hear me calling for my mother, for my father, for anyone? Or did the thunder hide my voice? You stole a kingdom, but that wasn't enough. You stole the only people who ever loved me before I became your queen. You call that victory, I call it the longest night of my life. My brothers, my sisters, where did you go? I searched every corridor, every staircase, every room. I called your names until my voice became nothing but silence. I still leave a place for you at every royal banquet. I still look toward the doors, expecting one of you to walk through them. Tell me, did you survive, or do I rule alone? Because I am the only one who was left. One man stayed one night, who remembered his oath. He found me beneath the broken lifted me into his arms. I asked him, "Where's mother?" He never answered. I asked, "Where's father?" He looked away. I knew, before anyone spoke the words, I knew. He carried me through tunnels hidden beneath the palace stones. The world above us burned, dust fell like snow. The walls trembled, the earth cried with us. I held on to him as tightly as I could. I begged him, "Please don't leave me too." He smiled, even though tears filled his eyes. "Your Majesty, you must live for those who no longer can." Then he pushed me toward the light. The tunnel collapsed behind him. I called his name again, 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 but only silence answered me. So tell me, how many graves must build a throne? How many daughters must lose their homes? You crowned me with survival, not with joy. You gave me silence, not a voice. Every step I take through these marble halls still echoes with the footsteps of those I've lost. Every time you bow, I remember the little girl who only wanted one more bedtime story. One more laugh, one more embrace, one more chance to say I love you. Sometimes when the rain falls against these palace windows, I still become that little girl. Do you